Surat An-Najm, chapter of the star. In the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate. By the star, when it falls, your comrade has not gone astray, nor has he erred, nor does he speak of his own inclination. It is nothing but a suggestion, suggested, taught him by one strong in power, forceful. He stood straight upon the high horizon, and then he drew near and let himself down, till he was 2 bow lengths off or nearer, and suggested to his servant what he suggested. The heart did not falsify what it saw. Do ye debate with it as to what it sees? He saw him too at a second descent by the Sidra tree at the bounty, near which is the garden of the abode. When the Sidra tree was strangely enveloped, the eye turned not aside, nor past its limits. Verily he saw one of the greatest signs of his Lord. Have ye considered Alat and Al-Uzza, and the third Manat, the other? Have ye male issue and he female? In that case, is it a division unfair? They are nothing but names which you and your fathers have used. Allah hath sent down no authorization for them. They only follow opinion and their own liking. Yet there has come to them from their Lord the guidance. Or shall man have what he desires? To Allah belongs the last and the first. How many an angel there is in the heavens, whose intercession availeth nothing, except after Allah hath given permission to whom he pleaseth and consenteth. Lo, those who do not believe in the hereafter give to the angels female names. They have no knowledge about it. If they simply follow opinion, and verily against the truth opinion availeth nothing, so turn from those who turn their backs on our reminder and desire nothing but the nearer life. That is the extent of their knowledge. Verily, thy Lord knoweth best those who go astray from his way, and he knoweth best those who let themselves be guided. To Allah belongs what is in the heavens and what is in the earth, that he may recompense those who do evil for what they have done, and may recompense those who do well with the best reward. Hast thou considered him who turns his back, gives little, and is mean? Is knowledge of the unseen with him, so that he sees? Or has he not been told of what is in the pages of Moses and Abraham, who fully performed his task? That no burden bearer bears the burden of another, that man gets exactly the result of his striving, and that the result of his striving will in the end be seen, and he will be recompensed with the fullest recompense. That to thy Lord one comes at last, and that is he who causeth laughter and weeping. That is he who causeth to die and causeth to live. That he created the pairs, male and female, from a drop emitted in desire. That upon him it rests to produce a second time. That it is he who maketh rich and giveth possessions. That he is the Lord of Sirius. That he destroyed Ad, the first, and Thamud he did not spare, and the people of Noah previously, for they did wrong and transgressed, and he overturned cities he cast down. There overwhelmed them what overwhelmed. So upon which of the benefits of thy Lord dost thou cast doubt? This is a warner, one of the warners of old. The portending day is near at hand. Short of law, there is no one can lift it away. Those who avoid his crimes and indecencies, less by inadvertence. Verily thy Lord is wide in forgiveness. He knoweth you well when he produced you from the earth, and when ye were embryos in your mother's wombs. So do not justify yourselves. He best knoweth those who show piety. At this discourse, then do ye wonder and laugh and not weep, diverting yourselves to obeisance, then to Allah and serve. Prostrate facing back. And okay, one of the things is, okay, I didn't mean to have verse 33. those who avoid heinous crimes and indecencies, lest by inadvertence, verily thy Lord is wide in forgiveness. He knoweth you well when he produced you from the earth, and when ye are embryos in your mother's womb, so do not justify yourselves. He best knoweth those who show piety. Yeah, I thought with the gap that 32, I was going to switch to the next column. So, but this chapter was recited in full, and stuff was shouted out in the middle of it, which before it and behind it, and the style of the Arabic refutes any idea that it was Muhammad who said the verses and came back later. And honestly, it took quite a while for people to even act like seriously that it was anything else. But there was a prostration afterwards, right? A prostration afterwards. And verse 62. And people prostrated whether they believe Muhammad is a prophet or not. And people thought that, a lot of people in Africa, like the ancient Egyptians, referred to Sirius as if it was the provider. But God, the provider of this provider. If the light beings, the Balaka, the unfallen angel, aren't even this female, then why would God have son? Why would there be goddesses if even they are beyond the whole gender thing? And one of the things that you can point out is it was a group of people who didn't want females. They didn't want females as offspring. Okay? So it's like, hey, you don't want females as offspring. Just like today, whether you're in Asia, particularly like China, they abort female offspring more than any other. If they find out they're going to give birth to a female, they have an abortion. Same thing with America. It increases the chance of abortion when it's found out it's going to be a female. And we find out throughout Europe, same case. So, it's much of the same problem. But the height of the visionary experience, the peak of prophetic state, as you could call it, is something where you're completely sound. Your body's not messing up on you, and that's why you're, having this judgment. It's not your emotions or your psychiatry. And when a prophet speaks on prophetic authority, they're not like these New Agers that are just projecting their will. Oh, I like this, I don't like this. And no, Muhammad wasn't one that he didn't require milk on people. They didn't drink coffee and caffeinated beverages because those weren't, but the latter generations decided against that. But anyways, there was stuff that you think is, per se, Arab custom or something. Islam never obliged any of that. Now there's other issues I could say with that because of the whole minor intoxicants are obviously amongst those things forbidden. But there's customs, and he wasn't there to condemn the Arabs. He wasn't there to support the Arabs. It was something in between, right?